Hi there, kids and adults. Today, what we're going to talk about is hashtags. Hashtags are freaking everywhere on the internet. You know what? Since when did we call them hashtags? Back in the day, we used to call them the pound sign or the number sign. So I don't understand this new talk. It's not new, anyways. But going back to talking about hashtags, one of the things we're going to talk about is, we've got hashtags like Pray for Paris, Black Lives Matter, these individual hashtags. And the question I ask is, why are we saying pray for Paris? Why don't we say pray for the world? Now, I know what some of you might say. Well, we say specifically the group that we are referring to because that's the group we need to bring the most awareness to because that's where the prejudice is taking place. But see, that's exactly the point. When you cater to a small group, you're catering to just that small group, and that itself is causing segregation. Look at it this way.
Let's, for example, look at the hashtag Black Lives Matter. If we only bring awareness to black culture or where the prejudice is taking place, let's say, for instance, in another community, such as an Asian community, let's say an Asian gets shot and the media doesn't give it any coverage, then all of a sudden the Asian community starts, rallying up based on what happened and they start protesting and they create their hashtag Asian Lives Matter. And the media jumps on this hashtag. Then all you have is a bunch of different races competing with hashtags. And we are back to our division in society, our divisions in society, I should say. Now, I know what some people might say in defense, and they have a good point. For instance, if we say save Africa, we are not saying fuck all other countries.
Now, when it comes to Pray for Paris, people might say, well, we specifically targeted Paris because that is our ally. That's why it got all this media attention, even though there were other attacks that took place that week, and even one in Beirut, a major attack that took place, yet it didn't get as much media coverage. And that's because Paris is our ally. Another argument you might hear is when someone says pray for Paris, atheists get offended.
And atheists get offended because when you look at the hashtag pray for Paris, they say that you are giving them a command that is enforcing them to be religious when they don't want to be. So let's say an atheist says, well, what if I say, this is the atheist talking, what if the atheist says, don't pray for Paris, be practical for Paris? Then other people start getting offended. And then we goes back to another division, another segregation, and more people getting offended. This also is a good segue into another controversy that happened, the Starbucks cup controversy. Now, for you, if you guys don't know, the Starbucks cups for this holiday season came out with just looking red and had no Christmas trees like they did in the past. And the reason this offended some people were, well, Christmas trees have a symbol that leads to a religious holiday, and maybe they kept it red so that they don't showcase a specific group that they are targeting. And a lot of Christians got offended by the fact that it was just a red cup, and why can't we just show Christmas trees?
Now, you see, when we separate things and we talk about them, it might sound contradicting, but is actually needed when we make communication. For a better look at this, let's explore the history of why humans started labeling things.
You see, when humans entered this world, they started categorizing everything. They started explaining, well, this is the water. This is the mountain. And why was this necessary? Well, when two people talk, it makes information sharing faster when everything is categorized. For example, if someone says cat, I know exactly what specific animal you are talking about. So with every detail, we separate from the whole.
At the same time, with separation, we make segregation. And with every detail that we bring attention to, we're actually bringing attention to a specific cause, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
So some of y'all might be wondering, so what is the right answer? Don't you understand? The right answer is that there is no right answer. What you need to do is you need to understand and believe and take a stance. Believe in what you want to believe in. Just have good reasons to do it. The reason I say this is, as you will see, there's a lot of people who are easily motivated on the internet to believe a certain way. So don't be, what some people refer to as Facebook gangsters, where they go on social media and just post whatever they want to talk about, but then they don't have the reasons behind why they believe it. So take a stance, believe in something, but have reasons for why you believe in it when someone asks you. And in closing, that is really all I wanted to talk about. And thank you guys for giving me the time to talk to you all today. Thank you.